Africa's resounding voice, capturing the sentiments of 53 of its leaders, with the exception of Botswana, on returning the Kenyan cases home, was dismissed as irrelevant by the International Criminal Court. The court's field outreach coordinator, Maria Kamara, described the resolution as a political one, which would not influence ICC's judicial process.
The International Criminal Court is now in session.
But the start of the Deputy President William Ruto's trial, with President Uhuru Kenyatta's due in November, seems to have reignited African governments' backlash against the Hague-based court, with some claiming the court has been transformed into an African court, going by the number of African indictees.
The process has degenerated into some kind of race hunting.
An extraordinary summit has now been scheduled in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia next month to discuss the issue. Speaking to the Reuters news agency, an AU official said, and I quote, "A complete walkout of signatories to the Rome Statute is certainly a possibility, but other requests may be made," unquote. However, State House spokesperson Manoa Esipisu is quoted by Reuters as saying the country has not canvassed for the summit, but welcomed the opportunity by African leaders to discuss what is obviously an important matter for the continent. Senate Majority Leader Kindiki Kithure, however, says Kenya's attempt to withdraw from the Rome Statute should not be viewed as a display of lack of confidence in the International Criminal Court, but a protest on how the prosecution's arm of the court has conducted its business.
We respect the ICC. Its mandate actually is to investigate and prosecute crimes against humanity, genocide and war crimes, period. That is its work. It is not to investigate what the Senate is doing or what the National Assembly is doing. Any attempt to encroach on our parliamentary duties will be resisted.
Reuters quoted the AU diplomat saying that there is a belief shared by the Kenyans and African states that the leaders appearing in the trials risks destabilizing the country. China, a UN Security Council member with veto powers, has thrown its weight behind the African Union resolution to have Kenyan cases referred back to Kenya, noting that some African governments have raised questions about the trials. China's Foreign Ministry spokesman Hong Lei said in a news conference, quote, "We hope the international community will respect the Kenyan people's choice and the ICC will heed the advice of African nations and the African Union." End quote. But here at home, voices of discord are rising against the National Assembly and the Senate resolution to have Kenya withdraw from the Rome Statute. The United Democratic Forum Party, an affiliate of the ruling coalition, has now closed ranks with the opposition, the Coalition for Reforms and Democracy, on the matter, arguing that the motion in Parliament was ill-advised.
There is an opportunity for Kenyans to redeem themselves. That do we need then to have that bill? Are we satisfied that that position is the right position in view of the sentiments that are coming from the public?
He viewed the ICC as a personal challenge which he knew he would overcome. We believe the president is committed to that, and therefore to call upon the country to support him in withdrawing Kenya from the ICC, UDF cannot be party to it.
Before you pull down a fence, ask yourself why it was put up in the first place. So why did we join ICC?
The Reuters news agency, however, reports that some key AU member states, including South Africa, Nigeria and Zambia, have no plans so far to leave the ICC. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.